Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for tuning into Yo-Yo Store Rewind. My name is T from TokYo-Yo. So here we are back at it again with another yo-yo review. This time we're looking at a yo-yo that actually, honestly, I didn't know that much about this yo-yo at all before it came, but I've been really interested to try this thing out. Today we're going to be talking about the Yoku Euler. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's take a closer look at the Yoku Euler. So the shape you can see here is a very interesting V shape. You have no sense of a step up at all from the bearing. Then you have this line that goes straight up to the rims, and there's no sense of a seam or anything between the aluminum and the stainless steel. But it is a kind of a soft V. You're going to notice it doesn't just go up and like sharply stick out like that. There's a very nice sense of roundness to that, especially to the stainless steel rim. In the cup, you have a very simple slope that goes down, then this little center part here, which is slightly raised and flat, and then you have the Euler engraving on the inside as well. The material is 6061 for the body, and then stainless steel for these big rims, and these things are huge as well, so we'll get into more of that a little bit later. The feel of the Euler is actually really nice. I wasn't sure what to expect at first. Like I said, I didn't know anything about this yo-yo before I received it. This thing is actually smaller. It's pretty interesting. For example, here it is next to the one-drop gauntlet. You can see that the width of the yo-yo is quite a bit smaller. So it's not really a complete undersize, but it is getting there. The look is extremely cool. You have this purple and silver and pink acid wash all over the body on the inside here, and then the inside of the body as well. This part is really smooth, so it's good for grinds and stuff. And then the stainless steel rims are pretty enormous, and they're neat too. They're not like super polished, which actually I don't mind. They sort of look like brushed metal. It looks really neat. It looks kind of industrial. That's what I always think of when I see it. But the look of the yo-yo altogether is just kind of cool. The acid wash itself is a bit understated, but then the addition of these huge rims just gives it this kind of like tough look. So this is from Yoku, which is a brand I didn't really know too much about before. I do have one yo-yo from them. But besides that, I had no idea what other kinds of things they made. And actually, it was a little bit hard to find other information. But then I did see this on Yo-Yo Store Rewind's Hot Items upcoming page once they sent me the information that they were sending it to me. And that was actually the first time I'd ever seen it. Playability is where the Euler is very interesting. As I said, it is a bit undersized, so it does have a really nice, comfortable feel in the hand. You're not ever going to have to worry about any hard catches or anything like that. But it's not narrow. It's not overly narrow or anything. Like I said, here's another comparison with the gauntlet. You can see like the gap is not that thin or anything like that. So you're still going to be able to land it on the string very easily. It plays really smoothly on the string. You're able to catch it in your whips and slacks, no problem. So I guess it's just like the overall body of it is a little bit smaller, but I wouldn't call it like a pocket yo-yo or like truly undersized, but it is a little bit on the smallish side, which makes it very interesting to hold and to catch and to play with. The grind finish on this thing is really fantastic. The shape itself lends itself to grinds just fine, and the finish just seems to let grinds go on and on and on. As you know, I'm a huge finger grind fan, so I really like the finish on this. As far as finger spins, there's not much happening in the cup here to facilitate that. You can get them. It's going to do that thing where it spins around and you can catch it no problem, but it's just not set up to like finger spin forever. But if you have some skill with finger spins, there's no problem there. It does have a pretty big lip in here, so if you want to get some thumb grinds, if you threw it at a bit of a tilt, that isn't really a problem there either. Now, as far as stability and spin time, we got to talk about this thing. It is a bimetal. As I mentioned, it has a 6061 body with the stainless steel rims. These rims are big and they are heavy. So this thing doesn't weigh in all that heavy at all. And in fact, kind of like most bimetal, it does kind of skew a little bit lighter than other yo-yos. But because of the way that the body is a little bit on the smaller side, and because these rims are just really huge, you have incredible amounts of rim weight. This thing is really stable. This thing has a very, very long spin time as well, which is kind of the advantage with a lot of bimetals is you want stability and spin time. You get that with rim weight, so you put more weight out at the rims. But just something about this, it plays with a lot of power. When you throw this thing, you're going to be really surprised at how powerful it feels. Kind of reminds me of the YoYo Steel, actually. If you've ever played with that yo-yo, you'll know what I'm talking about. Where it plays with power, it doesn't feel particularly heavy, but something about it just feels like there's a lot of potential energy in it. And when you throw it out, you can feel that. Like, it's almost like having a motor in your yo-yo. It just feels like it's got all this power just waiting to be unleashed. And that's the crazy thing about this thing is I didn't really know anything about it. It is a little bit on the smaller side, so I wasn't sure what to expect. But these huge rims coupled with the smaller size just makes it this insane powerhouse. And it just spins forever. Like I said, I had no idea what to expect from this yo-yo, and I've been enjoying it immensely. It's become one of the yo-yos that I usually take with me when I want to learn a trick. So having a yo-yo that not only has a really long spin time, but a yo-yo that has a really long spin time after grinding and stuff, it's been really nice. I know I say this a lot, it's become like a learning yo-yo, but I do feel like for a bimetal, usually that's not the case. I don't find that bimetals are the best learning yo-yos. Usually like those are your performance yo-yos. Those are the yo-yos that are really sporty and they go really fast and they're meant for people who are super experts. But something about the Euler, it's very deliberate. It feels like it plays with weight. It feels like it plays with purpose. It's not going to be the speediest yo-yo in the world, but I like how it feels like every action you take with it is just really solid. Like it's going to do exactly what you want as long as you know what you want from it, if that makes any sense. I don't really like yo-yos that go too fast anyway because I'm not really a fast player. So this has just matched my style absolutely perfectly. And one thing we have got to mention is the response on this thing is insanely good. These pads are incredible. The response on this is excellent. No sense of any snags or anything like that. But some of the tightest binds I've ever had on any bimetal I have, and some of the tightest binds on any yo-yos I play with right now, like in general. And it never really leaves a tail. It always just kind of has that like really good snap to it, and it just comes back. It's just really, really fun to play. And like I've said in the past, I enjoy yo-yos that have a really reliable response because you feel like, you know, if you're getting the yo-yo back, if a good bind is something that you don't have to worry about, it just makes the whole experience of playing with the yo-yo so much more fun. So all in all, I've really loved my time with the Euler. I'm enjoying this thing a lot. I think it's something that you should keep an eye out for just because, like I said, it's pretty unique. It's got the smaller body, it has this neat acid wash, and these rims are super powerful, super heavy, and I kind of like that they're like brushed looking, more industrial. I like the look of that. It's just a really surprising yo-yo, and from a company that honestly I don't know that much about. Like Yoku has a lot of stuff out there that I just haven't had a chance to play or to look at yet. So it's been really cool playing with this. I really recommend, if you get a chance, you should try this thing out. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching Yo-Yo Store Rewind today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave us a like, leave us a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget, I'm T from TokYo-Yo. You can go over and check out my channel. We do reviews, tutorials, unboxings, interviews. Got over 100 videos out now, so I guarantee you're gonna find something you like. So go check me out over at TokYo-Yo. But thanks a lot for watching. Take care, have a nice day, and sayonara.